as you can see, Anderson Composites makes an ultra beautiful product that also fits great. I mean, you cannot get it to fit any better than this. They don't come with any hardware because they use the bolts that you undo from the bottom of the bumper, and they you use your factories. Now, what I did was I did take a unibit, which some people call a step-up bit, but I drilled some pilot holes, and I used some of the factory clips that I had left over from a previous build, and I just went into those holes alongside where, you know, just to make sure in the long run that I'm not losing my investment going down the highway. So this is not an inexpensive piece. This piece right here was well over $1,000, and the wait time is anywhere from 8 to 12, maybe 3 months. So, but you get what you pay for. That thing came in a box about the size of this car too, people. So, Anderson Composites, I'm waiting on those pieces, that insert, those hood grills, and this insert here. And man, that's gonna be the show right there. And I want some rocker panels, but they're not gonna fully legit let me know if they're gonna be able to make some, because it's not that many people actually requesting them. But I asked specifically for these vents to be made, and they said they'll do it for me. So what I'm gonna do is, on this next video, and I'm gonna take it outside, clean it up, I'm gonna put my wheels back on it. I had a slight issue with fittments on my other Forgiatos that I previously ordered. They supposed to have came in, you know what I'm saying, like last week. Well, they did, and I screwed the pooch on it because I accidentally thought and actually gave them the wrong offset. So in doing that, I knew this car ran, you know, 11s all the way around. Well, what I did was I had enough room on the inside, and I tried to guesstimate, which, you know how guesstimating goes, that I could get an actual either a 12 on the rear. But the problem is, even though this car comes with an actual 11 all the way around, parallel, in theory, it should have worked, but what 11-inch rim, let me show you right quick. What an 11-inch rim does, it's measured in between the tire seat. So where the tire beads up, in between that is where the actual rim width is actually measured. So in saying that, when you put a tire on this 11-inch rim, it's actually 12 inches wide. So what I ended up having was a daggone 13 in the rear once I put the tire on it, and it wouldn't roll. So the fronts went on fine, but the rears just didn't cut the mustard. So I actually sent those back to Forgiato, and by me pre-ordering them, hey, look, they built me the wheel I wanted, you know, no questions asked. They didn't say, hey, look, that ain't gonna work. This is what I asked for. They don't know what if I had something up my sleeve was gonna make it wider or whatnot, wider than the factory. But in doing that, I turned around and, you know, gave them the wrong offset, gave them the wrong measurements for you know, installing that wheel on my car. So that was my fault. So what I did was I sent them back, and what I'm gonna do is have them re-lip it. So the lip will actually be, you know what I'm saying, slightly shorter. And that's gonna have to be on the back side. Reason it being, I couldn't go any further than a -15 to where it'll stay on underneath the fender in the rear, because all wide bodies, they are negative 2.5. So positive takes you back under the car. Negative brings you out. So it's a negative 15 in the rear, and it keeps it flush with the actual fender, and it just sits underneath it. So I can lower the car, not really tear my fenders up if I hit a bump. Well, what happened was, it was pretty much there on the outside, but I lost all kind of credibility on the inner barrel of the wheel. So what I had them do is just take it apart and put me a new inner barrel on it and just shorten it back down, and then it'll seat. The outside will stay the same. It's just the inner barrel, which, let me show you, which would actually be this part here. So from there to there, this is actually a 10-inch wheel. 10-inch wheel here. So in between here and here is actually 10 inches. But if you take and measure it from there to there with a tire on it, it's 11 inches. So keep in mind, people, when you do get custom wheels, they will pretty much build you anything you want once you let them know, hey, look, this is what I'm trying to do. But when you get a custom wheel built, once it come to you, bruh, it's yours. And so I had to bite the bullet on that. But I'll take a loss to get a gain, because now I know, and I won't, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that can help you out as well. Reasoning being, especially when you're ordering some wheels, you need to be more particular on and do your homework, you know what I'm saying? Check out people's videos, people that's done it, and that way you're not sitting there going, you know, scratching your head and wondering why you got a set of wheels sitting in your garage that won't fit out in your car. So, long story short, negative 2.5 all the way around. That is the offset on a wide body Challenger and Charger. So, standard, I want to say they're just head up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's a positive 2.5. I'm not sure on that. Don't hold me to that. But this car right here, I know like the inside of my wallet, and I know what's supposed to be in it. I know what it does. And now, after I screwed the pooch, yeah, I gotta pay for it. So let me take that fall for you, and so you don't be a duck. And you know, hopefully that may help you when you're trying to get your wheels done. So let me put these wheels on, and then, you know what I'm saying, I'll pull outside, clean it up, and then we'll shoot some more footage. Okay, I'm back. What I want to show you real quick is something that I wanted to address, and maybe just show you how much technology is in this car with little things. Little things mean, you know, turns into big things. So in saying that, this piece right here is factory. It comes 14mm bolts, and you push it up to this notch right here, and this is what it looks like. And what that does, it deflects the air coming from this duct right here to actually cool this slotted rotor up in here. Like I said, it's little stuff, and it came from the factory. They just didn't put them on. Don't ask me why, but it was an option. If you got in there, you wanted to do something like that, and you wanted to add that piece actually comes with the car. It was in the glove box. But let me show you how in depth this Anderson splitter came. And as you can see, it's all the way under the bottom. It's full carbon fiber. Everything on it that you see is carbon fiber. You get what you pay for, people. And this piece right here is, you can take it out just to get to the other bolts on the other side, but you have the option. It's best you take this apart before you put the splitter on, and then add it back on once you get that, because there's bolts underneath there that you need to screw that splitter back up on there. But like I said, using the factory hardware that came with the vehicle, I did use a couple extra, and like I said, I used the step-up bit, a unibit, and drilled some more pilot holes, and used the quick clamps just to make sure it's on there. And I think it's on there, people. We're gonna find out. We're gonna hit about 100, 110, 120. But we're gonna see, because the biggest issue a lot of people have is, hey man, my daggone splitter came off. There goes my investment. So I thought it was neat, and while I was in here, I just went ahead and used my favorite stuff, Adam's Quick Detail, and I went ahead and ceramic coated my brake calipers a little bit with this stuff right here. So Adams is what I, excuse me people, my hands are dirty, but Adams is what I use. I mean, I could take it to somewhere else and let them ceramic coat this. People, you can do that yourself. That kit is like 100, 150 bucks. I mean, what person does not like really detailing their own car? And once I clean it up, I'll show you what it can look like for, you know what I'm saying, with plenty of extra detail and supplies left over. And you can get that whole kit. As you can see, people, Adams, where it's at. I deal with Adams inside the car, leather treatment, anything, glass cleaner, tire shiner, all that's Adams that goes on my car. And as you can tell, people, you can see yourself in it. And I haven't washed it in 30 days. So what does that tell you? I was just trying to make sure I got a majority of my pieces in before I turn around and go to this show. We got a show on the 14th. So anybody want to come out, support Making Power? I'm gonna be a guest judge in there, and if you want to come out and give us a shout out, show up, support, maybe you can win something. But let me tie this up, clean this car, and I'll show you what the Adams detail kit can actually do for you. All right, a couple hours later, I finally got that detail on this vehicle. We're ready for the show. There's a couple more parts I'm gonna put on it. Hopefully they'll be here before the 14th. Making Power asked me to be a guest judge, and I probably accept it. And so we'll be at the Making Power show down here at the Old Whiskey River in Macon, Georgia. You can look us up online. You can check me out on Instagram. It's BJ from the 478, just like my YouTube channel. And you can also on Instagram look up the Making Power and just come out and support. Just check us out if you're in the location. We're gonna have some pretty good vehicles out there. I won't be in it, you know. I'm just gonna go out there and have some fun. I'm not gonna get my car judged or anything, but if you wanna just come out and support and have a good time, you're more than welcome. But before I go, like, subscribe. You got any questions about, you know, the offset on this vehicle, you got any questions about what else I'm gonna do to it, all you gotta do is ask. Reasoning being, Anderson Composites also have my hood vents, the snorkel, and you know, those bottom brake vents as well. Those are actually vents right there. The reason why these cars don't come with fog lights is so all that air can get in there and keep that motor cool, because this thing right here generates some heat. But like I said, long story short, this car looks 1,000 times better in person. So what you need to do, come out there and support us. We're gonna be in Macon, Georgia. It's gonna be Making Power's you know, annual car show. And like I said, it's located in the Whiskey River parking lot. Come down there and support. If you like what I got going on, you gotta stay tuned, because this car right here, I got a lot of more parts. I'm gonna do audio in this one. I say I'm do audio in majority of all my cars, and I never get around to it because I'm so busy. But this right here is gonna be one of my keepers. I am gonna keep this car. Reason being, they're getting harder and harder to find, and the prices are getting jacked up because they're not making them anymore. So this is a gem. Hopefully I can keep it as long as I don't tear it up, but that's it. Stay tuned. I got, like I told you, the issue I had with my other wheels, and I got them sent off, and time they get back, you know, we'll upload some more videos, and you just gotta stay tuned. I'm BJ from the 478. I appreciate you checking me out. Have a great day.